Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. Necabote here, bringing you a game of League of Legends. Playing mid Malzahar. Let's see. We have Shyvana in the jungle, Zinzao top, Fiddle, and Jinx bot lane against a Janna Kate bot lane, Lee Sin top, Olaf jungle, and I'm up against Cassiopeia mid. I use armor yellows, magic resist blues, AP flat AP quints, and I think armor or magic pen reds. So the game itself is nothing special. Pretty much a straightforward Malzahar game in which kind of nothing happens. So Shyvana goes and tries to invade their red by herself with no help and gets pushed away. I don't know exactly what casting tried her, but Shyvana decides to back, so everybody goes back to the business. She wants to go and start her red, but I'm an asshole and I decide not to help her. I noticed bot lane actually goes up to help her, so I'm not worried about it. So I sit mid and I quickly push. Quickly push. I want to get as many of these minions down as I can before Cass comes back. Miss a CS. Damn it, missed 2 CS. So, yeah. This is a silver. I think I'm silver 3 in this game. Working my way up. Started out at bronze 4. Last week before last, something like that. So, my whole point in this, though, my whole intention, the only thing I want to do is make it hard for her to farm, because she doesn't have great under turret farming without spamming her abilities. I want to make it hard for her to farm, and I want to keep her in her lane. I don't want her to roam. I'm very good at pushing. So, and she has damage off. Now, I wish she would have done this more. I mean, honestly, she could have, but she really didn't. She stayed away from me for the most part. And Xin Zhao dies. Bye, Xin. He went and fought Lee Sin and lost badly. Doesn't seem to realize that he's just not that tough right now. So I use my E and my minion to push the lane real quick. And whenever I see my E hitting her, I immediately try to run toward her because while the E is on her, my minion will attack her. And my minion actually does pretty good damage. So what does it say how much it does? 35 damage. It's pretty decent. And there she tries to harass, and I'm forced to lose whatever E I had. That sucks. But she started with her boots and health pots, and I just started with Dorns and health pots. So if I can get her to use her mana, I'm fine, but I can never get her to use her mana. I managed to chunk her down to half twice, but she just puts a couple health pots on, and that's that. So let's fast forward a little. Now, I know Olaf had started up in his red, so there was a point up to about now where I was worried about him coming up from underneath. But then when I saw him bot right there, I went ahead and just pushed the lane back up. That's right, I can act like I'm doing this intentionally, right? I don't have infinite mana, but I have near to it enough as long as everything keeps dying to my E. If everything dies to my E, I regen most of my mana. Farm all day long. Zen is having a hard time top. I think he's died twice now. Very unfortunate. Now, one thing I need to work on is actually roaming, because I can push this lane down in an instant. But I'm not quite 6 yet until I hit 6. Anyway, right there, right here, I noticed she keeps trying to go at me. And the whole time we've been laning, she hasn't even thought about attacking me. So when she suddenly decides to come at me like that, I realize she's probably got Olaf or something in one of these bushes. I see we Lee Sin right there, and I thought maybe that was why. So I went ahead and pushed up. Shyvana went into the bush. I'm telling Shyvana, wait a minute. I'm not 6 yet. Hold on, let me get 6. I'm like 2 creeps from 6, so I try to expedite it. But she sees me hit 6, and she runs. I say, okay, go home, Shyvana. Doesn't matter, sorry. She lost her big creep to it, at least. I didn't get my big creep either, but she lost hers. What are you going to do? Go mini minion. So I'm just going to spam my abilities. She tries to ult. Oh, okay, so here we go. She tries to ult me, but she gets my back, and I just flash away from Olaf axe because I don't want Olaf to axe me. That tends to hurt, be counterproductive. I actually drink a pot. Look at the CS, I'm ahead. Not by a huge amount, but I am ahead. And again, she does have the ability to CS pretty easily if she tries. But she has to use her mana, and she has no mana regen right now. So I noticed that she has no mana, so I'm just pushing it as hard as I possibly can. And I think at this point I thought she had gone back, so I pushed my lane down real quick. And I see where Siobhan is, overtaking their red. And I don't know if she pings. No, but we go up and okay, so there we go. We decide, hey, we're going to go up there, and we're going to see if we can do something with Lee Sin. All right, so here's what happens. Lee Sin goes in. They jump on him. I went down around, thinking maybe Lee Sin would try to cut around bottom, but he didn't. Then I ult him, hold him in place, and then I E/Q him, and little Mr. Dumbass here turns around and dies to minions. Yeah, little Mr. Dumbass. I should have gone back down bot, but I didn't have any mana. Anyway, my first time back, I ended up getting, let's see, I think I get a chalice and boots. I'm looking for it. It takes me a second to actually find it. Oh, chalice or codex. Okay, so I get the codex for the cooldown reduction, and the chalice so I can get back with my mana. I know she's not going to stay at my turret for very long. Everybody's missing, so she just backs off. I do lose my creep wave, but I managed to get her top laner, so that's all that matters. I think that pinging you just heard was them giving their blue to Cass. So, but again, now that I have Chalice, I could really just spam my spells and really push everything out. Shivani gives me blue, which once I have blue, this not a problem at all. Yeah. It's very awkward. Zin's afraid of Lee Sin, rightfully so. Zin has absolutely nothing to do against Lee Sin. But the way he's scaling is he should go. Oh, anyway, not even gonna talk about that. Cass is doing exactly what she should be doing. I'm just AFK farming essentially. I'm about 10 ahead of her. I'm gonna stay ahead of her, trying to get damage on her when I can. She's doing really well at avoiding my damage though, so kudos to her. But I could spam my spells now that, and she's not spamming, and she should. She really should be spamming everything she has constantly instead of letting her turret take this much damage consistently like she is. But you know, who am I to judge? Who am I to disagree? Yeah, I think they have it warded, and they notice, so she walks over and she tried anyway and missed. That's Cass is kind of a high skill cap champ that I don't know if she's as good as several other picks. So it's a nice idea. If she gets fed and something like that, she's a beast, but she never really got to that point in this game. She never really had a chance. She flash ults me, but I turned around for it. I ult her, kill her. I start running from the Olaf, but I realize I'm not going to make it, so I EQ him real quick, and I managed to take a double kill. EQ Ignite, actually, is what I did. So I took a double kill. So I took 2 for 1, plus Cass didn't actually get the kill, just an assist. I go back, I buy a Fiends. Gives me cooldown reduction, ability power, magic resist, mana regen. Yeah, I got everything I needed right there. And that's my Shyvana getting her ass kicked by Lee Sin, who's slightly fed right now. So that was the first trade. That was a good trade. Olaf should have backed, but at the same time, Olaf wanted to make it worth it. But when he died like that, it's no longer worth it because you're killing 1 and you're guaranteed to lose 2. Anyway, now that I have Athenes, I'm really just spamming my spells, trying to keep her from getting any CS as often as I can. I've got her 20 CS now. And, you know, it's just more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. For some reason, Olaf keeps running at me and just getting his ass nuked. right there, I wanted to turn around and ult him, but I was afraid he would just ult out of it and walk away, and that would be a waste. So instead, I E him, which doesn't do a whole lot. I don't have any magic penetration. They destroy Cassiopeia, except for everybody walks into her ult, which is foolish. Olaf decides to try to take me at half health and gets himself nuked to death. I noticed Lee Sin's running, and when he flashed her, when he jumped over, he was like, I'm not chasing him. So I go through and I proxy. I want the turret up as long as possible. I want to deny as much CS as I possibly can. So I go ahead and just proxy it and take all the minions. So at this point, I'm sitting on 116 minions. I got 3 kills now. I got Ruby Crystal when I went back to my themes. And my boots, apparently. A little bit of everything. I don't know why I got the Ruby Crystal. I didn't really need it. I think I was thinking I was going to build the Rod of Ages, but I ended up building it. But I don't go back often enough. I really should buy a little more. Anyway, we know everybody's dead, and we know everybody who's alive where they are. So we quickly just go and take their blue. Fantastic. She pings our blue. And I'm like, yeah, go take it. And so he tells Zin to just go take it because we don't need it. I chunk her again. More of the same, more of the same, more of the same. 40 minions up on her now. Just able to keep her. And I'm very safe when I do it. I tend to try to stay on my side. Jinx finally gets the double kill she's waiting for. And they take bot turret. So I decide, okay, well, if they're going to take bot turret, I might as well take mid turret as well. And give us just a little more gold. We're all 5k up overall. I see Shyvana's doing dragon. I saw Jinx go help. So I push mid to try to keep mid in lane. Because I don't need to go back to jungle. He pings saying, hey, Lee Sin's coming. But I backed off. I go chunking her again. She's got no health pots. She's at half health. She can't defend turret anymore. And she knows it. So we take turret for free. Easy peasy. Jinx is thinking we're going to go for... well, except for Jinx didn't attack it recently enough, so Jinx didn't get her speed buff. We go ahead and we push this turret, but we don't know if we actually take it or not. We do push it down. No. I back and I ping him telling her, you need to back. There's no reason for you to do what you're doing. None whatsoever. You're not going to hurt anybody enough to make them do anything. All you're doing is putting yourself in danger for no reason. Jinx does that a lot. It gets very, very cocky. 149, 151 to 107. Not so bad. Not so shabby. Go back and I think I just flat out buy a Rod of Ages here. And yeah, flat out buy my rod. And head back to lane. Now, our Fiddle's not doing a very good job warding. Matter of fact, our Fiddle is way overextended along with... I mean, they can't see anybody. And they're pushed all the way to the turret up here. They have no idea where top is. They have no idea where anybody is. Hey, look, I actually ended up working off. And you missed. I think she ends up getting him, but... And then they try to kill... No, they got Janna too. Okay, so if I go back here... Olaf engaged on me, and I kind of started running away, and then I realized I can beat him. So I QE ulted. I didn't get my W down, but I QE ulted him and knocked him down because he doesn't have any magic resist except for what was his built-in health and his ult. So, plus I have an extra, I think I have as much health as he does, to be honest with you right now. So, Fiddle ult. Fantastic ult, Fiddle. Good job. Take mid turret. Zin pings like hell saying, Lee Sin's coming, and we're saying we don't give a flying rat's butt. And then we find that, okay, we really should care. Lee Sin's like right here right now. I don't know if we ever see him. No, we never saw him. We just back off. There's no reason to do anything right now. Sitting on 1,000 gold, I back by a blasting round, I think. No, I'm greedy. And I want to take these minions because I can just simply E them and walk away. It's AFK farming, right? And my EX jumps to Janna, which is funny. But I'm seeing a half health. I need to back. Back, and I know it. Waiting for one more minion wave. I keep telling myself, one more minion wave. Zin actually beats Lee Sin, because Lee Sin misses his Q. Lee Sin hits his Q, that gets Zin's done. Good fight. Zin actually won, that's nice. I completely ignored this fight down here, and that was my fault. She dies because I'm an idiot. Always pay attention to what's going on in the map, and I apologize profusely for this right here. Because she shouldn't have died. We should at least take someone with us. Maybe even two of them if I had gotten over there. I had my ult and everything, but no. So I go back, buy my blasting one. I go buy another health pot. I don't know why. I never use them. Yeah. Story of the life right here. And I think we end up killing Olaf, but we don't end up getting anybody else. Yeah. And then once Cash shows up, that's pretty much it. And I rock over thinking maybe I'll get something out of this, hoping I'll get something out of this. I don't know. Good luck, though. Good freaking luck. I queued over to the bush and realized I just wasted all my time. Shivana's getting red. Zen asked, can I get blue? I said, yes, I don't need it, not with my fiends. My fiends and my E mean I pretty much have all the gold, or all the mana I need. Alright, speed it back up. La-di-da-di-da. Yay, life is good, life is good. Shavana and I decided to push up when we have very little vision on anybody. Because we can. Well, Fiddle's not really warding anything except for bot lane. I'm staying way back because I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to push all the way up to the turret when Olaf, Lee Sin, Caitlyn, Janna, and Cass are missing. No. So Shavana gets caught. Now, the reason I don't turn back and actually try to do anything other than damage is she has her ult, and I know for a fact that she can just ult out of this anytime she wants. So I ult Olaf, and we thought we'd get him, but we didn't. Lee Sin sticks around and ends up dying to my ignite. I think he ended up dying to my ignite. Anyway, Ultimania makes me 5-1, which makes me happy. We take top, we take bot turrets. Jinx needs to back, but Jinx is... I don't know what Jinx is doing. I don't know what Jinx thinks she can do. She does number on the turret. Happy-go-lucky, but now you're dying for nothing. I'm just farming mid. And Fiddle decides that, to throw good after bad, I'm going to jump in as well. And gives up and says, okay, I'm dead. And now they say, hey, why don't you guys just take top? And there's 4 bot, why don't you do something top? I'm like, well, you kind of sort of shouldn't have been there. I ping Dragon. Or I don't ping Dragon. I decide I'm going to do Dragon because I have a little minion who hasn't spawned yet, who could tank the damage for me. I'm actually pretty decent about taking Dragon. It's capped on monsters. My W is capped on monsters, 120 damage cap. But when we take Dragon again, it's a couple dragons for us, I think. Always trying to farm as much as I can with Malzahar. There's nothing going on right now. Take some jungle camps, get some gold. Go back mid. Baddie, whatever. And he got some MR, so he's got 127 MR now. I have no magic penetration other than what's my my default. I think I actually end up having like, I don't know, was it like 10% plus 13 or something? I don't know what my default is. So I back, and I think I flat out buy a Rabadon team. Pretty sure I can afford it. Yeah, I can afford it. Or I can afford it in a second. Yeah, flat out buy Rabadons. Because, yeah, so down here, they're bot lane's trying to bait him, not doing a very good job, but man, Jinx does damage, though. Look at that. Her Q there? Nobody does damage, I'm walking in. Xin Zhao gets caught and is gone. Unless he has his ult right here, he's gone. We tried to go in on him, failed, didn't kill anybody. No, we killed Kate. I lied. I'm sorry. And he ults nobody because that's just the way the good fiddles do it. So we take a turret and inhib for essentially Xin Zhao. I come up to help them because they're about to get destroyed. Oh look, they got destroyed. I Q ult. Don't get a W. Don't get a W. Don't get a W. Going on Lee Sin. Should have been going in on the Cassiopeia. We get Lee Sin, I think. No, we didn't even get Lee Sin. And I should have just backed right here, but I got greedy. I should have just walked away and stayed walking away. But I turned around to go back, and that cost me. Trying to be cocky. There's no reason for me to do this. There's nothing I can gain out of this but a couple minions. And Lee Sin caught me. And I realized Lee Sin was going to catch me. I was hoping my minion would block that. So I go in on him, and I don't have my ult. Doesn't matter. Janna's right there anyway. Which is bad play on my part. Good news, I'm way ahead in minions. I think overall I'm only about 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, whatever. So she's come make it. Cass has made a really good comeback. Gotten several really good kills. Olaf is just 1 in 6. He's got nothing in the tank right now. Give Jinx red. Fast forward. Fast forward because I'm dead and nothing interesting happens when I'm dead. Right. Get it? Wants to give me blue. I tell him I don't need blue again. Sorry. And again, Jinx and Fiddle are all the way up here by themselves when the whole team is missing. And they blame us. Why aren't you guys doing something? There's 4 bot. Why aren't you guys doing something? There's 4 bot. Well, because you're an idiot. Anyway, right here, Cass walks up, ult E. I walk away before she ults, but I catch her in the back anyway. And then they stand on my little thing of death, and I manage to take another kill, along with 2 more assists, and we get the turret because we managed to knock out 3 of them. We've only had 1 dead left. So we push up thinking maybe we'll take the next turret as well, but the minions do not cooperate. Shyvana goes for the open inhibitor, ignoring Janna. What is Janna going to do? What is Janna going to do? Tickle me? So we take the turret, and I think we end up taking the inhibitor too. Once the turret's down, none of them want to engage on us. And we know that both Olaf and Lee Sin are down. Shyvana runs away because there's no reason. Take the inhibitor, and I think I actually back off smartly this time. Yeah. Lee Sin kind of sort of makes a move, but whatever. It is back in the bush. I'm kind of waiting. It is for twofold. One, I did it right there, kind of thinking something might come through. Then they ping Baron, like, hey, let's do Baron. Well, okay, let's go do Baron. We don't see any wards near him. But then we see Olaf and Kate are bot. And yeah, let's do Baron quick, because their smite is down. And then we see these 2 right there, and we're like, oh crap, they're all bot. Quick, start Baron. Come on, get up here, start Baron. Shyvana's coming. Jinx is farming. So we just go do Baron. It's a free Baron. Because with Olaf bot, they're not actually going to try to contest this. Maybe Lee Sin might try, but we've got that ward there. And then we see Lee Sin top, and we know we're fine. They do go get Dragon, apparently. So I'll take a Dragon for Baron Nashor any day. I'm like, hey, let's back and buy, because I have a ton of gold. Hey, I have 2,800 gold. They need to go buy. I'm thinking about getting some Magic Pen. But no, we decided not to. So we do some damage, but he ults out. I didn't ult him, because I knew he'd just ult out. The only problem with my ult is that it's 2.5 seconds, yes, but it requires me to be standing still. And it's interruptible, which is annoying. So, nothing actually happens. Olaf does a fantastic flash into nothing. Don't know why he flashed. And Jinx is just poke machine right now. Lee Sin Q misses. Jinx just pokes him, pokes him, pokes him, pokes him, pokes him. Q hits, but he's too far away. So everybody starts pushing over here, thinking they're going to take this inhibitor. So I go ahead and try to push mid. But everybody backs off, and I don't pay attention. I get jumped on, and I have to flash away, but Fiddle's there to save me. Thank God for Fiddle. Fiddle goes in, take out the Janna, because that was important. We need to take out Janna. I come in, ult. I think I ulted the Olaf. I never put my pool down. There, I put my pool down on nothing. But that's pretty much the end of the game. Taking all those, and then we just take the inhibitor, and then we promptly, the minions are doing work on this turret. They haven't cleared it. Do we get her? Do we get her? Do we get her? We do. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Necabote here, bringing you the League of Legends game. I'll have another uploaded. I'll try to keep them uploaded a couple times a week at least. Subscribe if you like it. Subscribe if you don't like it. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.